easy.
You're not gonna think it's gonna break you anymore.
Yeah, you'll be good.
You got
That's
the
almost
experience
like
now. Like
brush it off the shoulders. This is easy now. This is easy.
It's you develop that experience already. You can do it now.
What is going on, everybody? How we living? I got another podcast with my boy Eric here.
No, how we living?
How we living? I'm living great. You?
I'm doing very well.
Absolutely.
Very well. Another day, another blessing. You know.
Absolutely, blessed day.
Let's keep it pushing.
Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep striving towards greatness. All right.
That's the mindset. You know.
For sure.
You gotta strive high. You always gotta aim for the stars and just keep it going.
Yeah, for sure. Keep pushing. Don't stop. Every single day is an opportunity for you to improve yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so many times, even the people I talk to, they fucking think I'm crazy, you know? The things I say, dude, I'm just like, I don't know. I'd rather just kind of just look at it in a long run, in a long term, like whatever it is, you know?
Absolutely.
And hey, I mean, we're all
That's
different.
the best way to look at it. Like, you got to think very long term. You want to set yourself up to be in a great position within the long term. But we also have such a short amount of time on this earth, so really make the best of it,
the best
too.
of it, you know, the best of it. I mean, we're only gonna be the age that we are right now. You know? It's never coming back.
Right now.
It's never coming back.
Yeah.
The way I heard it once is today, literally today. It's never gonna come back ever again. Just today.
No, yeah.
This is it.
This is today. How did you
today.
spend your today?
What did you do to become better? Like
what did you do?
In 5 days from now, are you gonna look back at today and say, you know what, I'm proud of myself, or are you gonna be like, yo, I hate it. Why did I do that? Or you know,
I should have.
Come on, cannot. And I cannot say that I've done it. You know, I've done it.
Yeah, we've all had
tried
bad
to
days.
not. You know, definitely not, because
gotta work towards improving.
Gotta
yourself.
improve yourself. You can't,
even if it's 1%
can't go
every
backwards,
single day.
You know, can't go backwards. We've made a lot of progress, and individually, we all make progress every day. Yeah, but it's up to us if we bring ourselves back again.
Absolutely. You know? And developing this type of mindset to stay this consistent and this durable, you really have to almost go through some stuff prior. You know, so say you went through a breakup or had the loss of a loved one or lost your pet and you just feel real down and you don't feel like doing something. Use that pain as fuel.
Use all that as fuel.
In the gym, in your work, in anything, what you're trying to pursue. Use that to kick you into another gear to where you can reach your goals even faster.
And honestly, that's a different type of energy. That energy that you get when you lose the special someone or when you break up with quote unquote the love of your life. That energy that comes, right? Yeah. That can make you a better, and that can make you an animal.
It can make you or break you. So a lot of people could really get broken down and stay in some really bad place. Or some other people can use that as fuel and say, you know what? I'm going to do this because of that.
Energy cannot be made or destroyed. It can only be transferred. So you got to transfer that energy, you know, transfer it and
put it to something.
Put it onto something, because that's the only way out, you know?
Absolutely.
That is, and even if we, God forbid, we lose that special someone today, it's hard. It's very hard. We cannot think about what could happen or what
should have been.
Let's just try to grab everything that we have at the moment and go from there, because nothing's changing. Nothing is gonna change. We can sit down.
Cannot change the past, but you can change the future.
We could sit down and completely destroy our lives for the next 6 months, but nothing is gonna change. It's actually gonna. It's gonna get worse.
It'll be worse.
It's gonna get worse. You know?
Absolutely.
And personal experience as well, man. I mean, that fuel that comes after losing that special someone, it's a different type of fuel, man. It's a good fuel. It definitely doesn't feel the best. I mean,
but it'll put you into another gear. Let me do this.
It puts you on this gear where you send it. You know,
it's full send. It's all or nothing.
Once
I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna die trying.
Once that recovery session starts hitting, when you start feeling better, you actually don't let it go. You know, you want more,
that same energy.
And more. Yes. When we apply this to, say, you stay moving, right? You're at the gym now, and the road is clear. The rainy day is over, right? And there's actually the sun coming out, and you see it. You feel better, right?
Absolutely.
You actually want to keep on striving. You want to keep on going.
Keep going. Stay locked in.
You're more locked in than what you were. When you were hurt?
Yeah.
Now this is this feels like nothing.
Now
You know?
you've established this routine and this regimen, and you're just gonna stick true to what you have created.
Yeah, yeah, and that connection can only happen though by you transferring that energy in the best way possible. Don't destroy
Absolutely.
it. Don't
Yeah.
destroy it because you can't destroy it. You can't. You would just destroy yourself. You know, nothing
Yeah.
that you do is actually gonna get rid of the fact that this is happening right now. Right?
Absolutely.
What you can do is grasp everything, hold on tight, because it's a ride. It's a roller coaster, man. You just gotta hold on, hold on,
and use that energy, that those bad feelings as fuel to get you to where you want to go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Really push yourself.
I've met people, right, that they've been at the wrong, like at bad points of their life, you know,
Yeah.
and kind of relating to what I do. I mean, we're servers, you know,
Yeah.
and we talk to people constantly, right? And
For sure.
you can agree we develop relationships with, you know,
Yeah.
within the hour gap that they're dining. Sometimes people get very personal, right?
Absolutely.
And within these personal experiences, you have a small chats with people, right?
Yeah.
This one time I actually met this gentleman. He was dining alone,
Mm.
right? Very wealthy guy, right? Super wealthy guy. And we were talking about watches, right? He's currently a massive investor for a watch brand. And
Interesting.
completely forgot the name, but
Yeah.
he sounded like he did very well for himself for the past 20 years. But what he was telling me is when he absolutely had nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. Lost his dog, lost his job. He worked retail, right? And his mother passes.
Yeah. So that's
That
a wrench to the heart.
that did it for him, you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is a sad story, but the outcome that came out of this made him the man that he is today, right?
Absolutely.
He started talking to me about how he started making his wealth after that because he had to swap that thinking and that mentality of not being stuck and overthinking that to the point where it would almost kill himself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he started drawing, he started designing.
Oh wow.
Somehow someone found his design, and he took off after that, right? He started designing these watches, right? And it's a little bit to how we could relate it to this is the man was broken, right? Lost everything. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine losing your mother and even your job, right? That to me
That's a bad spot.
that's probably one of the worst spots you could be.
Yeah,
you know.
very
So people
bad place
complain about losing their
mentally.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Congrats, like he lost his mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
it's
know?
awful.
And yeah, he was a great guy. Learned a lot from him for the time that we
Short
were
time
serving
being.
him.
Yeah.
And this happens every day. You know, every day
Absolutely.
we develop connections and relationships with people that we see once and we never see them again. You know, and I picked up that from him. You know, he transferred that energy and that bad spot of his life and made it way better, kind of like an investment towards the
Yeah.
end. You know. And it carried himself.
So using that bad
He used
position
that
that you're in
position
as
now
fuel to
to
get you to that next level.
Yeah, he told me literally like I couldn't do anything but literally sit down and design.
Wow.
I was just because that was the only thing that would draft my attention. He was designing until somehow he
Yeah.
landed a huge spot, and this all happened in the 80s in New York City. I mean,
Oh wow.
the guy was very cool, humble for sure, and gave me a few tips. But there's a lot of people that have used this, you know, energy and made it for the better of themselves, you know.
Absolutely.
Just like I know there's substances in between because we're humans and we can't avoid that, but that's not the
Yeah.
best route, man. That's not the best
not
route.
the best route.
Yeah, you
Absolutely
can
not.
destroy yourself just overusing anything, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
You don't want to be dependent or relying on any type of drugs.
No, definitely
Something like
not,
that.
no.
You want to really work through it yourself and try to find that inner works to bring out the best version of yourself and really do the inner works yourself.
Yeah,
Meditation,
for sure.
gym,
Meditation's huge.
whatever it is, but
Uh,
really just dive into the problem.
Yeah.
And you could use that as fuel, but along the sides, don't kill yourself. You know, really try to manage your thoughts and your emotions. Don't be
Yeah,
a complete wreck or a complete loose screw
Yeah, definitely
going
not,
out there
definitely
like
not.
punch people in the face or something because you
definitely
feel
not.
this energy. Like use that energy and become wise from it, because
Yeah.
when a really bad situation comes to you in that type of light, you can either take that situation and become extremely wounded, or extremely wise. And you
Absolutely.
can learn so much about yourself, the situation in life
Yeah.
through those hard times.
And I think even on the hard times, right? Like you gotta get used to the fact that it gets worse, right?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yes,
bro. It's not all
it's
rainbows and
not
cupcakes.
always rainbows and butterflies. I
Yeah,
mean,
nah.
I've gone through personal situations myself, but this is how I
Yeah,
always think about it. Oh, really?
yeah.
This is hurting you right now? Well, guess what? It's gonna get worse. So hold on,
Hold
and
on.
that's something about that
Buckle
I've
up.
learned. Yeah, buckle up, buckle up, because
Yeah.
it's coming.
Yo, so I think me and you both have pretty strong and stable mindsets compared to, like, I don't know, somebody who's going through something. Obviously, we all go through some stuff, but we have some pretty strong mindsets from our, say, past trials and tribulations.
Yeah,
How do you think we can, inspire others? How I would personally say is, really learn from your past and see what was it that was making me feel this type of way, and dive into, how can I learn from this situation and become better mentally, physically, emotionally, all
yeah,
of them,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
work on yourself within the process.
Yeah,
Like we said, meditation, gym,
even reading, man.
working, reading is
Huge,
huge.
huge. I mean,
You want to get your
that's
thoughts aligned a little bit, read.
yeah. This unplug from any social media. Just
Oh
stay
yeah,
away, man.
for
Like
sure.
ghost yourself.
Yeah, because then you start comparing yourself on social media to somebody's best time that they've ever had.
Yeah, no, and honestly, something that helped me about 8, 10 months ago when I was at a rough spot in my life, uh, putting the phone to the side,
Yeah.
taking myself to buy a book, a random book. I remember I literally stepped into Target and I was like, oh, I'm gonna see what book I can find. And I
Yeah.
bought a book, great book,
Yeah.
and it's called How to Improve Yourself.
Oh
Right?
wow,
It's literally about meditation
that's
and how
good.
we should, you know, uh, our body is kind of like an energy field, and we should not give others our energy
Yeah.
and whatsoever. And then that's the whole gist of the book, though: how to improve yourself, how to meditate, how to beat many scenarios in your life within yourself, right?
And that's where a lot of it stems from too. So
Mhm.
those problems that you have, those problems that you're dealing with, it all stems from within yourself.
Yeah.
It's not anybody else. Like, oh, what this person said to me. You can't blame everybody
No,
else for
no,
your
you
problems,
can't be a blamer.
but blame yourself and
Blame
say,
yourself.
this is my own problem. This is my own responsibility. How can I manage my thoughts, emotions, spirituality, whatever it is, to elevate my energy, my persona, and, you know, how my overall quality of life.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of the things that we can do is just for starters, stay away from the technology around you.
Try to. It's hard
Try
because it's
to.
very prevalent
It's
right now, and
it's
people get trapped in
super,
these
but yeah, a lot of people are
scrolling.
swiping and scrolling, but develop a connection, at least person to person with someone that you're
Mm,
close with, stay
yeah,
close to them, be around that physical being, right?
for sure.
If it's that friend, that brother, that cousin, whoever it is, definitely bring it up to him. Tell him, hey, listen, I think I'd appreciate if we have spent a little bit more time together, right?
Yeah, have that one-on-one
Having that
combo.
one-on-one combo,
Yeah,
staying
you
around
don't have
that
to.
good energy,
Yeah, and you don't have to bottle everything in. If you feel
Yeah.
somebody you can trust, go
Definitely
open
speak
up to
up,
talk to 'em.
speak to someone because
Yeah,
we all have a breaking point. We
for
can
sure.
sit here and try to spread this beautiful message, but we are humans.
Yeah,
And I'm sure we all go through these things where like at some point there's so much we could take.
yeah, yeah.
But to avoid that, definitely grab that special someone to you and tell them, listen, this is what I'm going through, and I'd appreciate if you stay close to me.
Yeah, just hear me out. Just
It's-
listen.
but
Just be
hear
one
me
of those
out.
ears.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Sometimes the best thing we could do is just spill everything. Just let
Yeah.
it out.
And when you are the guy like listening, don't just go back with the crazy feedback and how
No,
they can
definitely
improve.
not.
Just listen.
Listen. That's it. That's all it takes. That's all it
Yeah.
takes for someone that's going through a dark path to just understand. Like after that listening stage and we talk and it feels a lot better. You
Yeah.
get this sense of calmness, the sense
For
of like
sure.
I let it out.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And listening is huge because we have two ears and one mouth for a reason. You
Yes.
listen twice as much as you speak.
Yes, that's
To
huge.
learn, to evolve, you can take whatever you hear, use that as knowledge, and turn it into a physical reality.
Yeah, absolutely. And
It's great.
there's people that have gone through this and actually are on the other side now. And
Yeah.
those people can actually give you the advice. Well, listen, I was in your shoes.
Yeah.
And I know what this is like.
And that's why mentors
And
are huge.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why the people that go through this rough patches, right? And they tell you, try to spread a message. A lot of
Yeah.
people may literally start pointing fingers and say, oh, look at this guy. What is he talking about? What are you trying to do?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And hey, to each their own. But these
Absolutely.
people are really, a lot of these people, even online, I mean, they're trying to spread a huge message. But then it's up to you to take it or not,
Absolutely.
at anything. I mean, you've got people speaking about overcoming drug addiction, becoming a better or physically better, whether it's gym or whatever your physical activity you're doing at any sport, right? These people are giving you a free message for you to literally digest it and say, well, you know what? He was where I'm at right now.
And if he can do it, I can do it.
Absolutely. And that's huge, right? Within this rough period of life, the book, any book can definitely help you out as well.
For sure.
That diving deep into actually focusing up.
And the self-help books are really
Self-help books.
beneficial.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether it's
Even if-
financial, meditation, gym, physical fitness, you can learn so much from books.
So much.
Diets.
Yeah, anything at all. Even if you want to,
Anything.
grab into the fiction section or any kind of book that would
Yeah.
literally drag your attention.
You can take ideas from everything.
Yeah,
You can learn from everything.
And this is huge because it's that physical experience that we're talking about. Right?
Yeah.
We're staying away from the phone. We're staying away from that social media aspect.
For
and
sure.
we're trying to stay more connected to us, right? What
Mhm.
can we do to improve? To improve, because
That's what it has to be.
we are destroyed at this point, right?
Yeah.
And we cannot destroy ourselves even more. And that's only gonna make it
There's
worse.
you have to build.
Yeah.
From that bottom, from that rock, you have to be able to build and
up.
get stronger.
Build
and
up.
Keep going up.
Build up.
Just keep going in an upward direction. You don't want to be
Yeah.
going down and to stay down and be in this dark hole. And then you're like, oh, now what? I guess at that point you're like, hey, I can only go up from here.
Yeah. And
But
'cause
once you
the
start,
only way
keep
is up.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only
yeah.
way is up.
Absolutely.
You follow this up where you start, moving forward and no matter what you've developed, whether it is that one book that you're looking forward to now, right? Because you
Yeah.
made it a week or you made it 2 weeks and now you're looking forward to reading the next chapter, or you're looking forward to speaking to your friend about your day because he really listens.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, and that's actually making it better, keep on doing it.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing it because that's only what's getting you out,
Yeah, that's what's getting you out, and that's
because
what's getting
if
you
you tell
stronger.
me I'm getting drunk every day and this is actually getting worse, this is getting bad, I mean, I can't
then would tell
recover.
you, I would give you first off some advice and say, yo, you got to cut out the drinking,
Yeah.
bro. Stop drinking. Put it to the side. And as much as those maybe withdrawals might hurt because you're addicted and you're an alcoholic, get through those little rough patches, and then you're gonna be able to improve.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and we can't, with a lot of these substances, what they do is they make us step out of reality, right? They
Yeah.
make us kind of jump out and kind of forget, and I understand, but you got to remember you're gonna come back.
Yeah,
And it's gonna hit even harder.
Yeah.
So
get comfortable with reality.
get comfortable with it.
And
that's
when you are comfortable with it, it's not as bad as you think.
not
It's
at
really
all.
good, and
Not at all.
life is beautiful. Just take a second, go look at the trees, the birds, the
Yeah.
deer,
And the little
whatever
things,
passing by.
like,
the little things, bro. You really digest them.
if
really,
it's a beautiful day outside, go on a run, go on
It's
a walk.
blessed, bro. It's blessed.
You're blessed to be alive. People go through, like I said on the previous video, we all go through different wars, different battles, but essentially most of what we go through, it's similar,
absolutely.
similar because we
Yeah.
are all, everything's kind of plugged, everything's kind of, nature wise, everything's connected, right?
Absolutely.
So we all go through not the same experiences, but similar patches.
yeah, similar
one-
heartbreaks and
Yeah. And when I went
grieve,
when I went
all
through
of
this
it.
bad path in my life, the one person that was there was my brother, right?
Mhm.
But he's an older being, so he has a
Yeah.
lot of experience. So
Absolutely.
the
So you
first
can
thing he
take
told
from
me
that.
was, you know what? It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. But what you have to do is you have to embrace the reality. You
Yeah.
have to get comfortable that it's here. It's not changing, and you must not do anything to change it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't. Not at all.
Just, see it for the truth that it is and the reality that it is. So becoming, sometimes the truth is really hard to accept
yeah.
and really hard to like see it through. But when you come face to face with it and realize like this is the truth, it's almost freeing in a sense, but it is also could potentially be heartbreaking. It depends on the
The
situation, the
situation.
scenario.
Yeah.
So really just see it for what it is and try to learn from it however you possibly can.
Oh yeah. No.
In a
that
good way.
in a good way. And
Yeah.
it's always that learning experience, you know?
Absolutely.
Because if you did it today, right? When it comes around again, you have that under your resume.
Yeah,
You've
you already
been
know how
there.
to get through it.
You've been there.
Yeah.
This is not gonna break you,
This
or at
is
least
easy.
you're not gonna think it's gonna break you anymore.
Yeah, you'll be
You
good.
got
That's
the
almost
experience
like
now. Like yeah,
brush it off the shoulders. This is easy now. This is easy.
It's you develop that experience already. You can do it
Yeah.
now. You know,
For
it's just
sure.
like at anything. You know, at anything. But sadly, these rough patches are gonna come to all of us, right?
Mhm.
And different timings, different. You know, you name it.
Yeah.
But we just gotta stay solid.
strong.
Stay solid.
All right, yo, I appreciate you popping on the
You
podcast.
already know,
Yet
man.
again, another great
Absolutely.
one, another banger. So much value provided within these podcasts. So I'm hoping that you're learning, listening, and putting some of this into action.
For sure.
So now, if you really want to start working on your mental strength, get to the gym, start meditating, and really just focus on yourself for a while. The better version you create of yourself, the better version you're going to put out to the world. With that,
Absolutely.
God bless.
God bless.